Welcome! These are horse racing selections for Wednesday, the 30th of August. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, I am battling the sniffles. I'm not sure if it's allergies or a cold, but my nose and my eyes are streaming, so I'm going to try and get through this vid pretty briskly, and hopefully tomorrow might be a little bit better, and I'll maybe extend it and do a little bit more chitter chatter. But yeah, just try and get this done before I sneeze again, or make myself look particularly disgusting. So that is the plan. For Wednesday, for start of the channel week, I have got the bets written out on pieces of paper. It's coming your way, don't you worry. We've got that. So yeah, Saturday I was a bit time poor, and then Sunday just was chuntering on and completely forgot to put up the actual bits of paper, and then changed the bet and made it bad. So yeah, all in all, that wasn't great. We'll get to that. So we've got Wednesday selections. There's quite a few big race fields in Ireland, and then in the UK, bits and bobs. Kempton, not for me for tomorrow. I've got one horse at Kempton, but it's not my kind of meet, and there's too many 2-year-old, 3-year-old type races. So I haven't got much there. Generally, the outlook for this week is pretty quiet, I would say. So it's £20 stake for Wednesday. 9 of it's on one bet, so it's 3 bets in total. But one very, very tasty looking bet. So £9 on that one. But yeah, Thursday I think we've got Racing League at Newcastle. So that will have a right interest there. And then Friday, Saturday, I'm not sure really. It doesn't really. Saturday looks like it's going to be very quiet Saturday standards wise, and Sunday doesn't look anything much cop. I think it's Brighton. I think it might be a jumps meeting, and Tipperary or something like that. So I'm not expecting. I'm expecting it to be compared to average a low staking week. So we will see how we progress. But yeah, Racing League Thursday night, that will be something we'll have a dabble in, certainly. And then we'll just see how Friday, Saturday comes. But I'm not expecting there to be lots of big fields. And Sunday already, I would say, is borderline whether or not I'll even put a bet out on Sunday, because they're not tracks that I'm massively fond of. So we'll see. At best, I can't think it's going to be more than 5 or 10 quid on Sunday. So I'll work with what I've got. I need to go through Sundays and anything in the comments. And then golf, I have had a little look at golf for the European Masters. I've got a short list of 5, so once the video's uploaded, I'll just double check prices and stuff, and then I'll put those in the comments. So there was 5. One's on the shorter side, like 28s, 33s, and the others are all big ones, more like 150 to 250 type prices. One standout of the 5, my preferred bet for the European Masters is Nacho Elvira. So he is in the staking plan as one of the 5, but just to flag, Nacho Elvira is my number 1 pick. So if you just want to have one golfer in the European Masters, that would be my one and only one, but I have backed 5 personally. Okay, Sunday. So Sunday, I wrote it out as two Yankees, £10 bet, and then realised one horse had ridden the night before and run terribly. So despite the fact that last year it ran that same corresponding race and then run the next day exactly the same at Beverley and then won, I didn't like the way it ran at Redcar, so wanted to take it out. And then I had 2 in another race and I wanted to take one of them out, so I didn't go over. And then lo and behold, the Birdie Bowers I took out at Beverley almost won, 12 to 1 it was originally. And then the one I took out in Ireland, Oriel, won again. That was 12s but shortened in. And then I was left with 3 absolute duffers, and Galileo's Compass that drifted to 33s when it was 18s on the channel. So 1 place out of 4 on the channel. I did mention the other 2 in the comments. I just didn't put them on the channel stake. So I think overall it was 5-1, 69p back. You would have got a bit more if you'd got Galileo's Compass at 33s. But yeah, had I put the bet on, it would have been 10 on 22 back, because it was about £16 swing, so it was a £4 loss. It should have been a £12 win. So yes, I was very regretful of my decision there. Just clearly was having a bit of one when I did that video. That was that. And then Monday, I think nothing in the comments. Then Tuesday, 2 in the comments. One, I really like the price and it got smashed. So some of you would have got the 33s originally when I said it. And then it went right into like 10s, 11s, 12s, and then drifted before the off. 25s was the SP, bigger in places, above it all at Bellewstown. That held on for 4th place, so that was a good one. And the other one I put out was in last, and that seemed to be a bit of a theme on Saturday. They were either good ones or they were last. That was that. All right, spin through the bet, and then tomorrow I'll come back and we'll go through the tips and stuff. But just on the tips and stuff, we'll definitely give it a go again this week. I'll go through the rules again. But well done to Robin. You were top after week 1. You were the top of the legitimate entries. There were lots of void entries, and we'll go through that on one of the next videos when I got feeling a little bit stronger to stay on videos. But yeah, well done, Robin. So we'll carry those points over. Hopefully no one's going to lose any sleep over the fact if theirs was voided, because they either used races that weren't on the telly, or they posted it after the time. So we'll come to that. So 2 o'clock will be the time going forward for posting. Or they put 5 horses, not 3, which was the maximum. They were the main reasons for ineligibility. I think there was a couple of people that put multiple bets in, but they did get corrected. And I should say as well, I did call out Shane. I also should have called out Charlie as well. Charlie did a good job moderating a few people as well, so thank you. All right, Wednesday's bets. Just to be clear, I think I sound worse than I am. I just really sniffly. It's making me sound terrible. But yeah. I just need to probably go have a nice sleep or whatever, and not spend my summer holiday days hanging out at parks and the kids and stuff. Particularly ones with lots of sand in, like today. Anyway, right, bet 1. This is the big tasty bet, right? So get a load of this one, right? We're not mucking around here. Starting the week, I've gone through all these Irish handicaps. There's 5 of them that are big fields, and I pulled out some big prices, and we'll stick them together. And I like them. They're good ones. They're not super risky ones. They're overpriced ones. Some of them are big drifters tonight, particularly at Ryami. I think, as far as I can see, 365 always had it at 50s. Everyone else was much shorter, and they've all drifted up to get to 365 price. But yeah, this there's a few drifters, and the thing with drifters night before, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes that's a sign that actually they're going to be a non-runner come like 9 o'clock next day. So I'm not quite sure. There's not an obvious reason for being non-runner ground-wise or anything else like that. So we've stuck the big ones together. Go big or don't go big. So 245 Cork, Ryami 50s. 50s is overpriced. It was as short as 18s in places when it opened. I wouldn't have backed it at 18s. To give you some sort of degree of kind of points base in there. I would have it around a 20 to 1 shot, to be honest. So 50s I think is a good price. So Ryami 50s, 245 Cork, 505 Bellewstown, Lady Iseult, 28 to 1. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. 28 to 1. 520 for this bet, split legged it, and I actually have got a third horse in the 520. So we've got 520 here, Von Crowlock, been a regular on the channel, and Benneville, both at 33s. And then the 540 Bellewstown, Act of God, 33s. So hopefully this is going to be clear enough, because I know I've made this complicated. 2 times 10p each way lucky 15s. Straightforward enough for regulars on the channel. So Ryami, Lady Iseult, Von Crowlock, Act of God, 110p each way lucky 15. And then Ryami, Lady Iseult, Benneville, Act of God, another 10p each way lucky 15. I've then got 2 singles. That is the lighter colour. I'm hoping it comes up on the screen. So Ryami and Act of God. Those are 2 extra 30p each way singles. The next bit I know is going to be really confusing, so I'm going to say it a couple of times. I know not everyone's going to understand it, but I will do my best. So we've got basically Cork doubles and Bellewstown doubles. So for Bellewstown, you've got Lady Iseult and Act of God. So that is a 30p each way double, but I can see the colours on the screen haven't differentiated very well here. So 130p each way double with the 2 Bellewstowns. And then you've got 3 at Cork, Ryami and those 2. So we've got 2 30p each way extra doubles for the Cork 3. So Ryamee and Von Krolock and Ryamee and Benneville. Lady Isuit and Active God. Those are the 3 extra 30p each way doubles. So 3 30p each way doubles, 2 30p each way singles. That adds up to £3. You add it to the £6, you get £9. I'll be interested to see. I mean, I've put money on that Ryamee before the vid. Not just this bet, but my own money. And I didn't take a lot of cash before I was getting trader approvals and things on accounts that aren't restricted. So there's something a bit funny with that one. I think maybe because 365 was standout for so long, they've probably taken a bit of a hit and they're watching that one. So Sky are best because a couple of these Irish races, I think they're 6. And then it's 365 Paddy or Coral, because basically most bookies are 5 across the board here. 365 Paddy and Coral, you will get Bog if you're doing it in the morning. And then Hills, Betway, Betfred, Unibet, they're all 5 as well. So that's £9, that's the main bet 1. Okay. Bet 2 is this, less complicated. 4 o'clock Musselburgh, split leg in it, Merry Court and Rory. Merry Court 11s, Rory at 10s, and then 425 Lingfield, Arjad 20s, 450 Cork. That's the big handicap that's not in the other bet. Gometra Ginty 14s, and then the 520, my other horse in that one, Swiss Army Officer 22s. So 2 times 10p each way lucky 15s, £3 is the bet, and a 30p each way double on the 2 Cork ones there, Gometra Ginty and Swiss Army Officer. Sky best, Betfred second best, and you'll have a similar story on the next bet too. So Sky best, Betfred second best, because Betfred are, where was it? I think it's this one. I think Betfred are 4 here as well as Sky, no one else is. And then 365 or Coral next best. There's quite a few bookies that are 4 on this Arjad race. I think it's the 4 o'clock Musselburgh, Merry Court, Rory. Betfred I think are the only ones other than Sky that are 4. So it's 660 the bet. And then the last bet, just got a Yankee for this one, nice and straightforward. 3 Uttoxeter, 1 Kempton, 440 Uttoxeter, Petit Bijous, good each way race this one. And at the prices, I think that's the one that's worth a little tickle. Petit Bijou, 33s, 515 Uttoxeter. Those of you who've been around a little bit will remember I went big on this horse when it went round last time. Ran a cracking race, was placed at 28s. First time out since. My read is that the handicap mark is not changed, therefore why would it run a bad race? I think chasing's its thing, so we're giving it a go, even though it's a shorter one for today's staking plan. So 515 Garçon d'Argent, 720 Uttoxeter, What You're Wearing 12s, 730 Kempton, Moonflight at 10s. We're taking a chance there because it's Prescott horse, and those of you who follow Prescott will know his horses often are duffers in novice and maidens, and suddenly they're miraculously amazing in handicaps. But we'll take a chance on that one. 20p each way Yankee, 440 is the bet. Sky, Betfred are joint best. So Sky and Bet, so standard terms on the first and fourth legs. The middle 2, Sky and Betfred, are 4 on both, whereas 365 Unibet and Betway are 4 on that one. And not many others are. I think that's right. I think no one else is. So one of those 5 bookmakers, if you've got Sky or Betfred, you'll get a 4th on both those. If you've only got 365 Unibet or Betway, you'll get a 4th there, but not the 4th there. 20p each way Yankee, so nothing on the singles on this bet. 440. So that takes us to £20 stake, and that is the plan for the day. So later on in the week, I'll try and do a little bit more stuff on the tipster stuff. We're going to do a bit more review and going through the rules again. That would be good. Might do some chuntering on later in the week about some of these dodgy dealings that were going on Bank Holiday Monday on that horse anyway, which Susan had got on at 28, so well done. But yeah, backed into even money favourite. Yeah, that's absolutely nothing going on there, was there? I mean, come on. Sometimes these things get short, but evens from 28s. Yeah, don't think so. So I'd be fascinated to see what the outcome of that one is. I mean, won by 8 lengths. Do you know what There was a jockey change the weekend. Never seen that one move before. Oh, but it probably improved because there was headgear applied for the first time. That headgear on the first time does a trick a lot of times, I tell you. It's like when I go running, I put on a new pair of trainers and suddenly like I'm like 10 minutes faster. It's amazing. Yeah, right, I'll leave it there. Because, yeah, oh yeah, there was all sorts of things I was going to do silly little quips about and I'm bothered. But yeah, like telling you I was going to offer a new style of bet. Because, yeah, I think basically the best way forward is if I charge you for like a couple of tips, they'll be better, won't they? Because that is how it works. Like, easy. £10. I'll give you. What I'd do is I should have done that actually. I should have given you a lucky 15. Say there's 2 horses. You can unlock the other 2 horses in the lucky 15 if you give me £10. That seemed like a really good deal, or does that sound like some sort of dodgy pirate? Anyway, we'll finish there and I'll stop and go and sniffle in the corner. All right, thanks very much. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye bye.